Now, I might as well explain how the reactor stuff works, so skip to this time frame if you just want to learn about the tips and tricks, but I'm going to explain how the reactor stuff works. As soon as you spawn in, you have to go through this door. Afterwards, there should be this team barrier that you can go through. You need to turn around and grab a key. This is the same thing for both teams, by the way. Then, you need to successfully run up past the turrets, press this button, get in, and put the key into here. It'll start playing this little sequence here, and the other team can cancel it by putting in their own key into here. After it makes it to the end, press the button, and you win. You see, when an actual game starts, I'm only one person, so an actual game hasn't started, but when the game starts, you won't be able to open the door for 120 seconds. Then that light will turn green, indicating that you can go in to the door. Anyways, now it's time for the tips and tricks. Your number one friend for movement is going to be the missile. It's effective to get to places, and it gets you there extremely fast. I basically just said the same thing twice. But to be as most efficient as you possibly can, as soon as the round starts, you need to run in, go down this team barrier. Depending on the scenario, we'll talk about multiple different scenarios, but depending on the scenario, you will need 1 or 2 keys. Now, let's talk about the first scenario. The first scenario, you need to do a little bit of math. And you might be thinking, well, that sounds kind of dumb. But listen to me on this. When the round starts, the teams are going to be split evenly. So before the round starts, make sure to check the leaderboard to see how many people are on there. So that way you know the team split. If it's an even amount, you don't have to worry about this next part. If it's an odd amount, you have to worry about this next part. If the players in the lobby are an odd amount of numbers, what you need to do, as soon as the game starts, quickly check how many people are on your team. This will help you figure out to see if the other team has less or more than you. Anyways, besides from that, the reason we're counting this is all of the players are going to be running out of the door. Except if you calculated how many people are going to be on the opposite team, if you don't see all of those people run out, either one of two things. One, they're just sitting in here AFK, or two, they've gone into here. Now, why is this important? If they've gone into here, the only way they can leave is through the actual door, and they can even open the door even if it hasn't been 120 seconds. So if you see that not all of the people have went through that door, you need to act fast. Make sure you have a missile in hand, grab a single key, you need to missile launch up to the roof at least, and wait for them to open the door. After they open the door, you need to go down and run into the door and place the keys. By doing this, this activates the reactor stop system way before, and barely anyone's gonna be in there. And if there was only one person in there and they left, then no one's gonna be in there. And the thing is, they can't just press the button outside of the base because you have to wait 120 seconds. So the only way they would be getting in is if they died and then went in through their team's way, which that's going to take a lot of time. So if you have that chance, I would suggest going for that approach. The second scenario is that all the people come out of the room on the other team. With this, you just need to play the game normally until you can open the doors. But I would suggest grabbing 2 keys from here. You need 2 keys. Just trust me with this. Just to be cautious, you need 2 keys. And go hide somewhere, probably up here, so you can keep an eye on the counter. Once you do that, whichever team you're on, you can take these jump pads to get over to the door, press the button, and get in there. Now, why do we need 2 keys? Let me show you the reason why. The reason we need 2 keys is because once you put a key in, another person on the opposite team can put their color key in to stop the process of the reactor being destroyed. This is why you need 2 keys. If they only have 1 key and you have 2 keys, then if they disable it, you can put another key in. Now, once you do that, you need to focus on surviving. Because if you die, you won't be able to press the button in order to win the game. Now, if you own the tank, here's something you can do. First up, grab the tank. Second, you can put one of two things in here. A, you can put this in here, or B, you can put an explosive grenade in. Now, you might be asking, why are we doing this? What you want to do is go into your team's room, place it like right here so it lines up perfectly, and then you can shoot bombs. And as long as if they don't find the tank, you should be good. In my personal opinion, I feel like the grenades are better. But if you don't own the explosive grenades, you can do the other one. It will just be less effective. And that's about it. It might take a bit for you to master this process of figuring out what scenario you're in. But once you figure it out, it should be easy. Also, make sure you are playing with people that either A, know these strategies, or B, are just good at the game. Depending on the people that you're with can depend the full chance of you winning. And of course, if you saw the little pop-up notification on the actual video, if you want to learn how to missile ride, go to the description of this video and click on that link. It will send you to the YouTube short on how to missile ride. Anyways, take care.